Now, we're placing Colorado families first. That's what proponents of a paid family and medical leave bill say. Proposition 118 is on the Colorado ballot this year, and it gives voters a chance to have a say if Coloradans should be guaranteed paid family leave. KREX5's Lena Takata takes a closer look at the issue, and she joins us live in the studio with the details. Lena?
Rob, Prop 118 would amend the Colorado statutes to create a paid family and medical leave insurance program. It would require both employees and employers in Colorado to pay a payroll premium beginning January of 2023 and would allow eligible employees up to 12 weeks of paid family and medical leave. Those benefits would begin 2024. Maria Keenan is a small business owner whose daughter recently had a child.
There's a lot of people out there that have children and they cannot afford to have daycare.
And she believes someone in her daughter's position could benefit from paid family leave.
She had her child by a cesarean section, which means that she was out of work for at least 6 weeks.
If passed, Prop 118 would create a paid family leave program in Colorado. Employees could take up to 12 weeks of leave to care for their own serious health condition, a family member who is sick, and more.
Most workers would receive between 65 and 90% of their wages during leave, with low-wage workers getting the highest percentage of their paycheck.
Both employers and employees would pay a payroll premium totaling less than 1% of the employee's income. Small businesses with 10 employees or less wouldn't have to pay their portion, but their employees would still benefit. One opponent we spoke with said it isn't the price tag that concerns her, but that both employers and employees don't have the choice to opt out.
The cost to employers is not the financial cost. That is not an unsustainable burden to employers. Even I, as a small business, would not find that unaffordable.
And that it doesn't have enough provisions for employers.
I could have somebody start tomorrow and then next week tell me that they're going to be out of my office for 12 weeks. And to have somebody out for 12 weeks following very little contribution to the organization and not be able to replace that person is really an undue hardship to small businesses.
Come November 3rd, Coloradans will decide if all workers deserve paid family leave and if they're required to fund it.
I am not against paid leave. What I am against is against the current proposal. It is unaffordable, it is unsustainable. The funding coming from everybody's paycheck that works, I think is immoral.
If passed, the average Colorado worker making $44K a year and his or her employer would both pay $3.83 a week. For more information, head to our website at westernslopenow.com. First on the Western Slope and live in the studio, I'm Lena Takata, KREX 5 News. Rob?
Thanks, Lena. And now we have an update on the number of Colorado